Hello YouTube, welcome to more TCG Simulator. Now you probably weren't expecting more of this before Metaphor starts, but I am feeling like 90%-ish. Anto, thanks for the resubscription. Feeling in around 90%, and I wanted to take an extra day off to kind of relax. I'm going to a friend's place tomorrow most of the day, so we won't be streaming tomorrow either. But I wanted to stream something a little bit more chill. Everyone needs a day off from time to time, indeed. And so that means next week, next Monday, we'll be starting Metaphor, and I'll be following more of the kind of schedule that I will set up on Sunday. I also have to do like thumbnail making and do a few other bits as well. So like, people say YouTubing is not as hard as working a full-time job, for sure. I've worked retail jobs, I've worked all that sort of stuff. This is a lot easier, but man, there's a lot of work in it. It's not a lot of strenuous work. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff that needs to get done. But anyway, those of you on YouTube, hit like, comment, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. We're over 50 subscribers now, so we're a tenth of the way more towards getting monetization on the YouTube channel. So I just wanted to say thank you for that, and for the performance of the Mass Effect videos. Those have been doing really well on the channel. The Okami playthrough is still going. I have a few episodes recorded for backlog, so that's still going well as well. So let's move on to our next day here. We're almost at 69 hours played. We made money today, which is good. And now, I think what I'm going to do at the end of this day is, if I can afford it, I'm going to put in some more tables. To get like a bunch of new gaming space in. Technically, I can have people only come in this way, I think. Every job is different and has different challenges to come with them. Indeed, but I find like going back to working like a full-time day job, like going back to work in like a store like I used to do, would be a lot more hassle than this. Oh, you're glitching out. Why are you going around the back of that? Do I have to move this? Your final interviews with Amazon in 2 weeks. You might get fired from your current job today, but you feel confident about the Amazon one. I'm glad you feel confident about the new job, at least. That's good. I have been told I will be having an interview for a job, but I don't actually know when. Or like anything like that. I just know that I have been told I have been shortlisted for an interview. That's basically it. And I don't know anything else. Get it for $9. Good luck. Thanks, Red. Yeah, the only thing is that if I got that job, I wouldn't be streaming at the same time in the day, because that job is a day job. Though it would only be part-time, so I probably still would have time to stream in the evenings. Which would be fine. Oh, wow. Jesus. Stuff has been selling like crazy. Put this out. Oh shit, this guy just bought 2 of them. Can't keep the board games on the shelf. 44.69. Very nice. Additional deodorant at the doors, so there's actually only one entrance to the store right now. Technically, because of how the game is coded, that is not a door. Jesus. So this sign is currently set to no entry, use main entrance, so this is the only way in and out of the store. I could switch that around. If I wanted to, I guess. Which I might do. Oh yes, these are obedient customers, indeed. They only come in through the entrance that you actually mark as open. So I could switch that around so that way people are coming in through this entrance instead of the other one, if I wanted to. Which I might do at the end of this day, honestly. Maybe move these back into there. Just so that way I have a little bit more space in here for stock and stuff. Exact change on an order like that is quite wild. Alright, buddy, what do you have? Decline. So we are over $2,000 again. So what I think I will do is I think I will decide to move some stuff around and get stuff prepared. Oh, you're trying to sell me a card? No, thanks. Because I think using this as the main entrance makes sense, because this is where the storefront actually is. Instead of having to enter here and be like, oh, where's the storefront? Oh, it's through this door here. Oh, hi, guys. You know. Bit of store flow. If you come in here, you can buy your things and then you can leave, compared to having to, like, walk all the way. If you're walking back here, you're coming into game, basically. Which makes some sense, I think. Oh, thanks. Exact change. You're a good man. Oh, there goes all of my booster boxes. Oh, that's a lot of legendary packs. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna need to buy ourselves some stock, I think. That's blue dice. These can go out as well, to be fair. These are red dice, I think. Oh, black dice, sorry. And then white dice. We need two of them. Hello, friend. No thanks. Oh. There's your 1855 and change, sure. I hope you choke on it. God damn. Oh, that's a big purchase. And it's the exact change. God damn. Lovely. Bunch of clear card sleeves. Very good. And you have something you want to give me. Decline. Okay, there's no one going to come into play, unfortunately, at this point, so you can pack up What do we need? We need regular booster boxes. We need a box of the Legend of the Epic cards. We don't need any of those. None of those either. Put the one that's missing out. Okay, the store is now closed for the night. There's that handled. Now we need a box of sleeves, both board games again. The Epic box and the Epic boosters. 1 second. Oh, that's how you do that. What's the most expensive duplicate we have? A $24 card. Okay. Right, well I need to order up, let's see, I need to order up these bad boys. Order up 3 of them. Order up these bad boys. We'll order up 2 of them. We do need to get the Epic card box at some point. We could afford it now. We could also probably afford some accessories and stuff, though, instead. And they probably will make more money in the long term. Like, we could grab the play mats. Maybe a figurine or 2. But what else do we need? We need sleeves. Epic cards. Basic booster boxes. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, Anto, by the way, since you resubscribed, if you're still here, I think this should work. At the Anto. Is it the wrong command? Is it reward? Or is the bot broken again? Oh no, it worked. It worked. So, Anto, since you resubscribed, if you want me to open up a booster box of your choice, you let me know in chat. It can be basic or epic or rare because I have those unlocked. Okay, let's also set this up now so we can move these guys around. That should work. We'll test that out tomorrow, but also we need to grab some of the board games. And now, let's order up some more tables, shall we? Let's do 3. Let's see how they fit in the corner over here. Oh, damn, they don't. Okay, so I have to do them this way then for now. Probably good I didn't buy a whole load of them then. Gotta buy some store expansions to fit in more tables, it looks like, in the back here. And those fit actually quite nicely back there. You grab 2 more and put them here, I guess. If I do this, do these guys fit here neatly? There's a bit of room there. It's a bit tight. We'll leave that as is for now. How much is more of the expansions? Next expansion is 1900, then the expansion after that is 21, so that's 4 grand. Then 4800 to get to the full 12 slots so we can have this entire area open. I will, however, move these in here. It's a bit tight, but it'll work. Largely because I want to be able to, I suppose what I could do to create a little bit of space is that. I guess that works. Proper squeezing everything in here. Just kind of make it harder to keep an eye on these, though, so maybe I will just leave them in here. Can I turn them this way? That looks like it'll work. Yeah, that works. I can put these tables back where they were. That works. Now, is there anything else we need to get in? Well, we'll see how the day goes tomorrow. Still made money on that, even with the supply and upgrade cost. Oh. Okay, so that doesn't open the store. See above my head here, there's like the time of day. How it says that it's not ticking over, even though I've opened the sign here. That means that people have to come in through this door. It looks like there's no alternative way for them to come in. So I have to let them in through this door. So let me just move this back. Then we can pop the sign open. Make sure these are both turned on. Yes. So you have two entrances, but you can't have... You have to have both signs turned on. So that would be another $1,000 for two more of these, basically. Which, I mean, technically we can't afford right now. Big sale. This dude yet again using a big bill to pay for a small item. One, two, three, 15. I hit my numpad button and the numpad stopped working and I freaked out for a second. Ooh, we have a load of duplicates of this. You know what? I think we'll do this now. Let's grab the license for a couple things, shall we? Let's grab the license for this playmat. We'll buy it. We'll buy one of them. We'll grab the one for this playmat, and we'll grab one. And as you can see, the playmats that we have now purchased have appeared on the actual gaming tables, which is pretty nice. We'll see if these sell for these prices. I don't know. This one feels a little high. 20. We'll say 26.50. I think that'll work. This guy bought it at 28, but I think 26.50 means we'll probably sell more of them. It's not that big of a difference in profit margins. It does also fill out the shelves a little bit more. And the next thing we'll grab is the legendary box. Or sorry, the epic box. To put up here. I'm sure Red is screaming at me to actually get more storage containers. But that'll probably be a future thing. Somebody's absolutely leathering me with messages right now. There we go. $5, $11.50. $30.50. And it's the next day. All right, how are you? What can I do for you? Oh, thanks. $9.56. Okay, we can put out some more of this. Damn, I'm out of rare booster boxes already. Holy. By the future, do you mean the next 30 minutes or next stream? Probably in the next 30 minutes. Because I already have enough money that I could buy the license and probably buy like a box or two to keep me going on the shelf for a little while. That's not including any more sales you might make today. Is this guy gonna go sit down? Yeah, listen friend, there's no one coming in this late in the night to play games with you. We're going to grab 2 more of these, 2 of these. There's nobody else here. Shelves are all stocked. Let's go with 49. Let's go with 49.25. And now we can end the day. And my stream has just died again. Right, guys, let me pause the recording. It should be, anyway. I believe we are back, and we are live again. At least I think we are. Hello? I hope I'm there. It looks like it anyway. I think I can see it on my preview. Oh, I need to put out the white dice down here. That all looks good. Hey Cody, welcome. How you doing? My stream died for a second there, but now it's back because, God, I wish I knew what was happening in this house at like between 12 and 1 p.m. For some unknown reason, everything seems to die. Also, if anyone sees Anto pop back up on the chat, let him know that he can claim his reward from the stacks there. 150, 70. Damn, there goes all those rare boxes again. Is this underpriced? Yeah, for sure. Oh damn, this guy just bought all 4 boxes that I had out on the shelf. Big spender with the exact change. That's what I like to see. Oh. 36.50. There we go. Holy shit, I'm already out of board games. I bought like 5 of those boxes. I bought like 50 of them. And I'm still out. I mean, in a way, it's good, right? Because it means that I'm hitting my my sales goals, I suppose. First legendary booster box has been sold. Well, hopefully that goes well for him. Alright, we can put some more of the normal boosters boxes out. Oh. Asking price of less than 1,000 for a card that's worth almost 1,500. Well, we're selling things, which is for sure. Oh, hey, the expender. The gaming store doesn't seem as... doesn't seem as active as it usually would be. Another big spender. $5.11. Do I need to up the price on this board game? This doesn't feel like it's filling up the way it used to. Maybe I'm just out of my mind. Oh wow, we're out of booster boxes entirely. Need some more white dice. Need some more red dice as well, it looks like. You went to make food? Okay, hey Anto. So because you subscribed during this this stream, you get to pick a booster box for me to open. I'll open up one of any of these three, so any of the legendary, rare, or basic. Whichever one you want, I'll open it up. And if there's anything good in it, then great. If not, then, well... Internet again? No, according to this, I'm still here. Do a rare? Okay, cool. Let me just pull this rare off the shelf. I guess it's going to have to go back on the shelf and we can order some. No, before was it the internet again? Yeah, it was the internet again. My internet went. I don't know if it's like, if there's like something timed or if there's something really weird going on, but it's like more or less somewhere between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. My internet always seems to go down for like a second. Like my internet cable dies for like a second. And then it comes back. And like my internet is still as fast as it always has been. You'd expect with something going wrong with the cable, the internet would be slowing down. With internet issues in the weather? I mean, that's probably not a bad shout, honestly. We're out of legendary booster boxes. Oh wait. No, we're not. There we go. That's how that was meant to go. Oh, come on. Okay. Everyone's out of the store, so we're going to order up some more stock for the shelves. We need some legendary packs. Some epic packs, sorry. We need an epic... No, we need a rare booster box. We need a rare booster box. So we're going to grab 2 of these. We're going to grab 2 of these. I can't technically get this, but I won't do it for a while because I want to make sure I have enough on the shelf for everything else. So we're going to... I'm going to go ahead and open this up for Anto. So this is Anto's booster box. See if we get anything good in here. Best pull we've had so far is $1,600. Oh, there's a 2110. Not bad. We got about 1,600 euros worth of a card pull after Mass Effect 3 on Wednesday. So we'll see if we can get something nearly as good. Ooh, $5.95. It's a new card at least. Nothing really in that booster box. Sorry, Anto. Looks like you got a dud. Right, everything else here looks good. Do I need to restock anything else? No, this is all filled. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to go make myself a coffee because it's a little cold and I'm also feeling a little tired. So I'm going to make myself a coffee. I'm going to be right back. You guys enjoy the tunes while I do that. Recording. Hello. All right, let's get into the next day. And we're going to open up the store straight away. Are these... Oh, these need to be refilled. That's fine. That's a quick, easy thing. Yoink. Pop. Yoink. Pop. And then anything else we need for the shelvings? No, I think we're all good. So now it's just waiting. Just waiting for some more money. Delicious. Thank you, Mr. Exact Change. Did we tell Anto about his redeem? Yes, we did. I did the rare pack for him. Unfortunately, there was nothing in it, but we did a rare booster box for him. So he's unfortunately not got himself any extra cred for giving me any really good cards. Pack with no cards? No. So I did a booster box and there was no really good cards in it. I think there was one card in it that was worth 21 euros. I think, but that was the best card in the box. Imagine though, right? Imagine if you could get resealed cards in this. I mean, there was nothing in it. There was nothing in it of value. Not my fault you opened the wrong rare booster box. You know what? That's fair. Can't argue with that one. Hey, Foxy. Welcome. Hello, small one. Hello, bright one. Cody, what kind of bulb are you? Are you like one of those really fucking annoying Xeon bulbs that they have in like all those new cars these days? Are you an LED bulb? Are you an old school, like, you know, tube bulb? Like, what exactly are you? It's a good question. Oh, Foxy, would you like to see the new best card we've pulled? Yes, please. Perfect. Total value. This card. A full art epic foil for 1,500 euros. You can't just ask a bulb what kind they are. I mean, you kind of can, right? I just did. It's pretty. It's very pretty. I might open up a few boxes at the end of the night as well. The end of this day, because we're making ourselves some decent cash money. Lovely. Is it the right price? Yeah, that's good. We've yet to pull any like super rare cards, like any of the ghost cards or anything like that, but we've gotten ourselves a few cards that are worth something. I might open up a box of the legendaries this evening. If you must know, I'm an incandescent light bulb. Fair enough. This motherfucker paying with a 20. Good lord. Just so you're all aware, by the way. This is a thing. It's to incentivize people to give me money, which is, you know, as much as I can do, basically. we need to put up some of the basics. There we go. We do need a rare, we do need some rare cards, because we don't actually have any left here. And do we need any dice? No, not really. Alright, let's order up these rare card packs. You know what? Screw it. Excuse me, beg pardon. Hope everyone's had a nice Friday so far. It's nice and quiet for me, thankfully. It's not as cold as it has been over the last few days as well, which is a nice improvement. You've read so much the past 2 days where you've done nothing but uploading files. I get that. I mean, there have been times where I have been like doing shorts for this channel or like putting together thumbnails. And I keep thinking, you know what, I should probably like maybe consider getting myself some audiobooks to listen to while I'm doing this. You're probably getting fired in an hour, so it's going as well as you can. Yeah, I remember what that was like. That's never fun. Even if you don't necessarily care about being fired, it's still never fun. Nope. Yeah, that Teams meeting notification about stuff like that is always stressful. You don't want to be there. They don't want you here. You'd wish to just save face and let you go. I mean, I would prefer to either in that situation, right? The problem is that if you leave, you don't get your dole money. If they let you go, you can get your dole money. You could just walk into the dole the same day and be like, "Hey, I've been let go. Here's proof," and you know you'll figure out all the paperwork and all that and do that. However, if you walk out, you don't get it. So you're hoping to you're hoping, at least I was always hoping that if I was going to ever be let go, I would be told I was being let go by somebody else. Instead of being in a situation where I left and I'm like, okay, so how am I going to, like, pay bills? That was always my, my only real advantage of being fired was that I could at the very least... well, I was let go, I wasn't fired. I was let go because the company wasn't making enough money anymore to pay everyone's bills, so they let a load of people go. Oh, Jesus. This guy wants to sell me a card for like twice its value. And that value is already pretty high. At least you get redundancy pay. Yeah, I didn't get redundancy pay because I hadn't been with the company long enough. I've been with them like a year and a half, and to get redundancy pay, you need a minimum 2 years. Without it, if you don't get the Amazon job, you have 6 months to find a new one before you run out of money. Yeah, I know what that feels like too. And with the distinct lack of like remote or hybrid jobs that are going these days, I don't know if I'm going to get back into software, because everywhere is like, oh, we want you in Dublin like 4 days a week, or we want you in Cork, and I'm like, fuck that. You also have a holiday to France to pay for. I mean, if you get fired today, I'd be like, okay, the holiday to France is no longer happening, you know? Like, I really don't want to go up to Dublin at any point, but I'm kind of being forced to because there's so few jobs hiring otherwise. You want to be on site while you can, which is why you're hoping for the Amazon job. I mean, that's fair, right? Like, if you want to be on site, then okay, good enough, fair enough. If that's what you want, then fine. But what I don't like is when they're forcing you to come into the office when you know damn well you don't need to. Which I don't need to. You're not suited to working from home currently, it doesn't work for you. I mean, that's fair, right? Like, if you're like, it doesn't suit me and it's not really what I want to do and it's just not something that works for you as an individual, then fine. But like, I would much rather be at home doing the jobs I do because I don't need to be in the office. The office just adds unnecessary conflict and all that. You'd be working in the data center, so you'd have to be in the office. Yeah, like, I get that, right? Like, you wouldn't have an option. But in most of the jobs I applied for, I shouldn't really need to be in the office at all. I'd be a safety liability if I ever got put in a customer-facing role again. I mean, listen, if someone said to me, we want you to be at the front of the house, I'd be like, no, you're fucking insane. Like, that's just not going to happen. I will not do that. Literally. You would have to be paying me enough money that I could, like, do that job for, like, 6 or 7 months and then never have to worry about working again. Like, it would need to be an amount of money that would make people go bankrupt. You know what I mean? But I've done the customer facing roles and I fucking hated them. And now that I no longer have to do them, I don't want to go back to them. Which is why I avoid them like they have like several STDs. Okay, we want to expand our shopping rack here. So let's grab 2 of these single-sided shelves. Let that snap into place. That's right up against the wall as well. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is... What in here has the least amount of items in it? That has 1. And there's space for it. Perfect. Perfect. Currently a qualified network engineer who got sent to work in glorified finance where all you do is copy paste things. I mean, I'm for sure one of those people who'd be like, if it's an easy job and it pays well, I wouldn't give a shit. But I guess that's just that. I know that that's not how a lot of people would want to do it, because they're like, oh, it's difficult to it's difficult to like make it through your day when you're so fucking bored. And I get that. Like I've done that kind of work before too, where like I hated every day because it was so dull. But like it's very much one of those things where like I would take that job. I would take that job and run with it because it's free money. But I also suppose that's my own mental there, right? That's my own like ability to be like, I just don't give a shit what you're having me do, as long as you're paying me enough money that I can do what I want to do. I'll take it. But I do also understand that that's not how a lot of people want their lives to be. You know? Not a lot of people necessarily want to be in a situation where like they don't do anything for their job. Their job is mind-numbingly boring, or or they hate their job. You're also being paid 10k less than everybody else, which is an issue. Yeah, that's absolutely an issue. You want to advance your career, and being here doing the work nobody else wants to ain't going to do it. Yeah, exactly, right? If you're looking at it going, I won't advance my career here, then that's entirely fair. My argument has never been that people shouldn't do what they want to do. It's that corporations force people to do what they don't need to do. Like, I don't need to be in the office to do my job. If you want to be in the office, great. Don't force me to be in the office because you think it's good for culture. Office culture is the worst fucking thing to exist in capitalism. At least I think so. If you want people to stay at the office, right, you gotta give me incentive to be there. If you pay me more to come to the office, I will probably come to the office then. However, if you're like, oh, come to the office, it's like, you know, we'll throw a pizza party once a year and we'll do all this sort of stuff, and I'm like, I don't want anything to do with that. I could not give less of a shit about your pizza parties. I could not give less of a shit about your corporate bullshit that you force everyone into. I just want to do my job and be left the hell alone when I don't need to be annoyed. And that's why I hate office work, because office works, the office is a space where you can't get away from the, like, corporate bullshittery and the, like, desperate need for people to feel validated in their job. You suffered from a lot of loneliness issues since moving to this team. You don't have any friends that live here, and everyone's remote, so your days are rolling out of bed and sitting at your desk all day. I mean, I do get that, right? I get that too, because that was what my job was like for a while. Because before they fired me, they basically stopped giving me work. Like, they stopped giving me work for like 4 weeks beforehand. And I was like, oh, they're letting me go at the end of this, for sure. And there was just no other way around it, basically. Like, I knew that was what was going to happen. I knew that I was going to get a Teams meeting set up at some point. That was going to be, hey, we're letting you go. But, like, if it was a case of, you know, it was a case of me getting out of bed, and I'm like, I'd get out, I'd roll out of bed, I would make my coffee, I'd have my breakfast, I'd get to my computer, and I would open up my work laptop, I would start working on it, and I would do, hey, is there any emails for me? No. Is there anyone messaging me? No. Is there anything else for me to do? No. Okay, then I'm just going to wait here then for someone to message me, and I'll be on YouTube for, like, the rest of the day. And that was fine for a time. Alright, I guess these have to stay out here now. No space for them. You're incredibly lucky with your job. You have a choice on work from home or in the office. You reasonably enjoy the 8 hours you're here, so there's no stress. Yeah, I mean, I get that, right? Like, if you enjoy being in the office with the people you're there with, then great. You've figured out, like, the system. You've managed to get yourself into a position where you don't necessarily, like, need to worry too much about it. You know what I mean? But if it's a case of, you know, you're like me and you hate being in an office because people annoy you all the time and you're trying to work and people are constantly badgering you about things, and I'm like, I just want to be left alone. I don't want people annoying me. Fuck. Internet died again. Alright guys, back in a second. Reg, you're very lucky with your job, and you know that fact, because the pandemic taught you that you couldn't just work from home. You needed humans around, and you've been there 17 years. You knew everyone, and everyone knows you. That's fair. But also, not very many people are in that position where they've been in the same business or the same role for 17 years. Like, no one I know in my friend group has been at the same job for 17 years. If they have been, it's because they're, like, they started off in, like, actuarial financing, like, and they've basically been doing that for their entire life now. And even then, they haven't been doing it for 17 years. They've been doing it for 8, I think. 7, in his case. But I've had, like, multiple career switches. Like, I went from working retail to working security to working optics to working software. You're an outlier? No, you're not an outlier. That was how things used to work. Like, if I was the same age as you, I'm not going to say your age because that's not polite, but if I was the same age as you and got into the industry at the same time you did, I would probably be in the same job right now. That's just how things worked back then. It's not how things work now. That's the unfortunate case of it. It's just not how it works anymore. It might also be that you're in a different industry. You know, you're in accounting. I don't necessarily know how competitive the accounting jobs are. You know, I don't know if you could move businesses and get like a 30% raise. You know what I mean? Maybe you could. I don't know. You're old, and you could, but you're cozy. You're not old. Old, in my mind, is like when you're physically decrepit and can no longer do things for yourself. Like, if you're capable mentally and physically, you're not old. Once you're like, oh, I need a, you know, you need like a mobility scooter to get everywhere, or you're incapable of looking after yourself, that's when you're old. So, like, you know, in Ireland, for example, the average lifespan is like, I think it's 84 years, 85 years. So if you hit 80, for example, and you're still perfectly capable of doing everything by yourself, then you're not old yet. I mean, I feel like I'm old, but then I realize that I'm not. I'm not even 30 yet. I'm turning 30 in 12 months. Um, but then I'm sure there's people on the internet who are like, "Oh, you're 29, you're ancient," and I'm like, in internet terms, yes. On the internet, I'm old because most people on the internet are younger than me nowadays because that's just how the internet is, you know. But all right, hang on. Anto, I feel like that, but more because as an editor, you don't get to socialize even if you wanted to. You have to make a conscious effort to meet people you like to fill that void, or you can come here to this stream and you can chill out while I'm streaming. That's a thing, right? That's what streaming kind of is these days, right? It's a social thing. Like me sitting here talking to you guys fills in that social barrier. It's a bit parasocial in some cases. I've met Red, I've met Foxy, I've not met Anto in person, which is really funny given Anto and I live on the same country. Live in the same country. Yeah. When you were doing on-site stuff, you could go and have some banter with the team while we go about our day, but now you can go months without talking to someone in person. Yeah, I mean, I went the first 6 months of my previous job without actually talking to someone face-to-face. Like, because the office was down in Cork, my team, we did all everything remote. And a few other things as well, like, but I didn't actually meet another member of my team until like 8 months into the job when we were in Dublin together. And that was the first time I met them face to face. That didn't really bother me though. You're not suited at the moment to working a desk job, which is what remote work is. I mean, even desk jobs really realistically aren't always remote these days, right? Like, there are plenty of people who I know who work desk jobs who have been forced back into the office for whatever reason, be it like, oh, I fucking people work more when they're in the office bullshit things that have been disproven at every turn by every single scientific branch of every single thing that exists out there. But even in that case, people are being forced back into the office. You're 26 this year? Yeah, I'm 30 this year. You feel like the term old is super subjective? Why do you think you're here? Yeah, that's fair, Anto. That's fair. At times you feel old if someone asks what's a modem. I mean, my sister, like, chicken types. Like, she does this when she's typing. And she's, like, 7 years younger than me, so you'd expect her to be better at that than I am. But no, she's actively not computer literate at all. Like, she grew up with iPads and phones and all that. That would you don't need to install an application on your like laptop. You just need to press a button on the Play Store and it installs automatically on your phone. You know. So like, yeah, that's the thing, right? Is that computer literacy as like a thing, and this is actually proven, is people who have gone into work in offices, like say my age, who were in their early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, who are in office jobs, will have people who are a decade younger than them coming in and not know how to use a computer. They won't know where their downloads files are. They won't know where emails are. They won't know how to install anything on their computer. They won't know how to do anything like that. And it's because there's been this like bell curve, or like there's this block of like people who are educated with computers, like me, Anto, Red, Foxy probably as well, because I think Foxy had her primary education in the UK, right? Like you were fairly young, right, when you moved to the UK, Fox. So like you had this whole like block of being educated in the British education system, which by the way I apologize for. It's shit. I can only imagine what it's like. Yeah, so you end up like with a bunch of people our ages who like had actual classes dedicated to learning how to use computers. Yeah, and you have an older brother, so you got a head start with tech as a baby. Yeah. So like I remember when I was a kid, and there was like in our community hall in the little village that I live in, there was like literacy courses for computers that was like aimed at older people, like people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, who would need to start to use these things to like actively function on a daily basis. And like I remember that being a thing and being like, oh, that's really weird. Like, why would they ever need to use a computer? Like, and I never thought about it. And now, like, I'm being asked by my family, hey, could you do me a favor and like look up insurance quotes for me because I don't know how to do it? And my family aren't that much older than me. Like, my aunts are in their 50s, and they're like, I don't know how to do that. I've thought a lot about people who would now be 40 plus who had to do a course because they never used a computer and now they work. And now their work does, so they have to learn. Yeah. So like if you were growing up in the 80s, say, right, and you were like left school, let's say in the 80s or 90s, you left college in the 80s or 90s, computers were not a thing, or like were very, very rare in some instances, especially in the country that we live in, Anto. Like in Ireland, if you saw a computer in the 80s and 90s, it was like a rare occurrence. Like that shit was like super ultra hard to find a lot of the time. And now it's like you see them everywhere. You came from a poor community, so you're used to people around your age not being computer literate at all because our schools didn't have the money for that stuff. I mean, our school, my secondary school, had a computer lab. It had one room with like 27 or 8 computers in it. And those computers were old. Like, those computers were like from the 90s. And this was like in 2013, 2014, I started going to secondary. No, sorry, 2008 was when I started going to secondary school. I finished secondary school in 2014. So like those computers were from like the early 90s. Like those computers were old. They were dusty. They had rollerball mice. Like they were awful, but they could teach you how to use stuff on them. So it was okay, I suppose, right? I knew how to do things that people didn't know how to do, but I did okay. And like I passed the computer literacy test for my business administration course because that's the thing you have to do. But yeah, that was fun. Most of your computer literacy comes from your autism. I mean, same, brother. Same. That and the fact that I didn't like people. And I didn't do, like, people-y things. I didn't do the things that people expect younger generations to do. Like, I didn't play sports as a kid. I didn't do anything like that as a kid. But a lot of my friends did. So I was always the odd one out in school where, like, I was the only one who didn't play sports. Anyway, we're going to open up all these packs while I'm sitting here yapping to you guys. See if we get anything good. You would say you got computer literate at uni, which finished in 2005. I mean, I get that, right? I get that there are probably people who maybe came from places that didn't have them. There's also people, obviously, who just didn't have access to computers at all. Ooh, nice. Ooh, another nice. Who just didn't have access to computers at all, no matter where they went. Like, I remember having access to them in my local library. But I couldn't really get to my library very often because I would have had to ask my parents to drive me in. I would have had to ask my mother or her ex to drive me in. You tried to play sports but got hurt quite early on and was never any good anyway. I mean, I was never any good. I didn't get hurt. But I was also always big for my age. So, like, people were like, oh, you should play rugby. Or you should play, like, something like that. And I had no interest in those sports. I only ever really wanted to play basketball. But there was no men's basketball team at my school. So I played with the... oh. Nice. So yeah, I was a basketball kid, but I didn't actually play basketball with a men's team. I played with the ladies team. Largely, I didn't even like play with them in games. I played at their practices with them, because they were like, oh yeah, you can play with us, because like they barely had enough people who were interested for like a full practice squad and a main team. So they were like, oh yeah, you can just play with the practice team, because we need the people to actually, we need the bodies to actually be able to practice. Oh, $113. Very nice. You're still a generation that doesn't buy anything over £100 on your phone. That's for the laptop. See, I agree with... No, actually, I've only ever done that once. When I was building my PC back in 2020 or 2019, I ordered some of the parts on my phone because I'd gotten paid for like a big week of work. And I basically sat down like in the break area with a coffee in the place I was like doing security for, and I ordered like the case, the CPU, the motherboard, and something else like on my phone. But that was the biggest purchase I ever made on my phone. But most of the time, if I can, I will do my purchasing that are big from like PC. You spent a lot of time in your hometown recently. It's insane to me how differently you get treated there compared to everywhere else. I mean, is that good or bad? Ooh. 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 Two good cards back to back and a fiver for sale. Very nice. Oh, 464 euros. Pog. Nice. That's a good card. Pretty card. In a good way. Mostly it's been everyone telling all the new people in town how good of a person you are. Oh, that's nice. I don't think I've ever talked... I legitimately think my brother talks to people who know me more than I talk to them. And I don't know how half these people know me. Apparently, I went to school with them, and I'm like, I don't fucking remember that person. I'm like, I don't have no fucking clue who that is. They were telling me, my brother was telling me recently that, like, he was talking to somebody in his job who knew me. Like, apparently I was, like, a year below them or a year above them in school. And I was like, I have no fucking clue who that person is. And he was like, well, they knew you. And I'm like, I don't fucking know, Jordan. I don't pay attention to these people. I don't know. I have not talked to anyone from my school days. Except for one person. There's one person who I talked to from my, like, school days. Like, consistently. I'm actually going to his place tomorrow. That's who I'm going to be visiting tomorrow. Instead of being around here streaming. You're hard to miss. I mean, this is true. But also, I was like known, I was the kid in school that got bullied a lot, so everyone sort of knew me back then as like the kid who was like bullied relentlessly. So most of the kids that I remember from back then I've like dumped from my brain because they were all shitheads. Ooh, 2285. Ooh, 119. Very nice. That'll pay off all of the... Pays off everything, basically. These boxes have been very good. Oh, look at that. That's cute. It's not valued all that highly. It's 72.26, but it still looks cute. What do you guys think? This is a great box. It is a great box. Foxy, what do you think of the little crystal? That's you? That's you. I do enjoy the occasional this person was asking about me. And I like, they could just text you. Yeah. Like the purple crystals? Yeah. Sand Slash? This makes sense. I like Sand Slash too. See, the funny thing is that I'm not a Pokemon person. I don't play Pokemon games. Don't even own a Nintendo Switch. Ooh. 32.54. Ooh, 20. Nice. 20. Holy shit. Back to back to back. Holy fuck. Again? No, okay. That was a good pack. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm not a Pokemon person. I don't own a Nintendo Switch. I've played some Pokemon ROMs. As like a way to try to get into Pokemon, and it's just never really clicked for me, I guess. Ooh, look, another one. Another little cutie. Except this time they're hollow. Oh, I know what Sandslash looks like, Anto. Like I don't play Pokemon, but I do know the general Pokemon. I watch people play it. It's just not for me to play. There's like a YouTuber who I watch who does like every single Pokemon game every time one comes out and does like ROMs and stuff. And I like watching him play it because he's very passionate about it, but I just don't know a thing about Pokemon, so it's whatever for me. Right, do we have every card out? We do. Right, we're going to move on to the next day. The only collectible card game you play is Gwent, and you got that for Christmas? That's fair. I'm not a collectible card game kind of person. That's really not for me. As I've often said, I partake in the plastic crack. I don't need to partake in the cardboard crack as well. You enjoy the older Pokemon games because they're harder. You find the new ones easy, and you get bored. I mean, I've heard people say the same thing, but then you also got to remember that they're for kids, right? I guess. They're kids' games. They're not actually meant for adults, really. But adults play them, obviously enough. So, you know, in the case of the newer Pokemons, right, you're catering to the lowest common player. And the lowest common player is a 7-year-old or a 4-year-old, and you're like, yeah, you don't really want to like make it more or less impossible for that 4-year-old to play Pokemon. You like to click-and-clack math rocks best? I mean, I can understand that for sure. I was using my clicky clack math rocks yesterday. I was rolling my amethyst dice. They were so fun. I got my first natural 20 of the campaign. I killed an enemy with it. It was great fun. The older games were built in a way that kids could enjoy it, but also in depth and competitive enough that adults could be adults can too, but the newer ones are just for kids. I mean, I could for sure see where maybe the guys at Pokemon have gone, okay, we want to make these games as kid-friendly as possible. Make them, like, as approachable as possible for kids. Because that's probably their main... Well, I was about to say that's probably their main customer base, but probably not, right? It's probably a bunch of kids from the 90s who are now adults who can have their own money, who can purchase a Switch, who can purchase a Nintendo game every year, right? Oh, this motherfucker. But I would say at least to... If Nintendo were willing to do this, I don't think they would be. But if Nintendo were willing to do this, right? Because they have a sort of thing like this in the new Mario Party Jamboree. I watched the same YouTuber play like the Mario Party games because he fucking loves the Mario Party games. And sometimes he does like tournaments with some of his friends, so he'll play like a older Mario Party, and he'll play like 6 or 7 games and be like, whoever has the most stars at the end of this is the person who wins the tournament. Which I like as a concept. But it's for sure one of those things where, like, in that Mario Party game, they've included what they call, like, the pro rules. Which might be a thing that they could probably maybe include in Pokemon. Like, they could be like, oh, if you want to play a harder version of Pokemon, you can turn on... the pro rules, and it like makes it harder for everybody, or makes it harder for you. I guess, right? That would probably be the best way to do it. At least I think so, anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, but that would be my idea, right? Where you have an alternate set of rules for people. One of the issues you have with the newer Pokemon games is that the different types are stronger against others. So, like, yeah, the type charts, and in the older games you have to figure this out yourself, and in the newer games it just tells you. Yeah. I know that, yeah. So, like, that would be something that in the quote-unquote pro mode, it wouldn't tell you, like, that, I don't know, grass is weak to fire. You'd have to figure it out, and then it wouldn't just, like, hold that information. You'd have to remember it. Which I know is, like, you know, basic, but if you're, like, a newer player to Pokemon and you don't know anything about, like, the type charts or whatever, and you have no idea what's weak to what's strong against which, you don't know. It might make the game a bit harder. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. You can tell me, however, if I'm spitballing and the spitballing is not wanted or it's bad. Let me know in the chat what you think, and let me know in the YouTube comments too. Alright, there's no space there as well for us to add some more stuff in the not too distant future. 45, 8. Like, I don't know if you guys remember the JRPG Ni no Kuni, but that's basically a Pokemon game with like magic and stuff in it. It's like a Pokemon fantasy RPG, JRPG kind of thing. And I played that for a while. And while I enjoyed what I played, it just sort of felt like it was undercooked. And I kind of gave up on it after a while. And I kind of, you know, I was like, oh, it's a fun game, but I can see why maybe people who maybe enjoy Pokemon would enjoy this more than I would. Because it's more or less just Pokemon with, like, certain characters also can act. Like, you have, like, the way it works is you have the main cast of characters who are controlling Pokemon-like creatures, but the actual cast can also do things. You'd be like, if your trainer could, like, you know, I don't know, pull out a sword and start fighting the other trainer in the middle of the Pokemon battle, right? That sort of thing. Yeah, like part of the fun you have with the older ones was encountering a new Pokemon and not knowing how to counter, but new games are just like, use this move, it's super effective. Oh, that's fair. You enjoy the Pokemon mod for Minecraft? That's really fun. Pokecraft, isn't it? Or something like that? It's some sort of thing like that. I've been, Pixelmon. That's right, yeah, Pixelmon. They couldn't call it Pokemon because obviously it'd be taken down by Nintendo like seconds after it went up. Someone would get sued. Yeah, I've heard good things about Pixelmon, but I'm not really into like the Pixelmon thing. I like Create and stuff like that. I've been watching Duncan Lewis and oh Christ, who's the other fella? Sorry, I don't remember your name. But I've been watching like the Oxcast do Jaffa Factory 2 2024, 2025 at this point. And that's been kind of fun because they're using like Create and a bunch of other mods to make it more like expansive, which is really fun. Because back in the day when I watched Jaffa Factory 1, it was like just Tekkit, I think was what it was called, like the Tekkit mod pack, which doesn't exist anymore. But I haven't really like played a lot of Minecraft in a long time. That isn't to say I don't enjoy it. It is sometimes just fun to be like, I'm just going to play some Minecraft. And then you get lost in it for like a few hours. Or maybe a day or two. Maybe 3 days. And you're like, oh yeah, I remember now. This is what I was doing before I decided to lose my soul to Minecraft for like a few days. You love vanilla but with shaders? That's fair. I don't think I've ever really played Minecraft with like many visual mods. That's a bit much. I've played it with texture packs because I did quite enjoy way back in the day, way back when I was like a teenager, when Minecraft was fresh out of the gate. I remember watching somebody who at the time did Minecraft Let's Plays, and he used the Painterly texture pack, and I loved the Painterly texture pack. I don't think it's like supported for the newest editions of Minecraft. I think it's like been basically put on the death row. Like it's no longer has all the textures for every game, for everything. But it does still exist out there. Oh, this guy wants to sell me a $1,500 card. I don't have the money for it, but I think I'm more focused on getting the shop restocked and then bringing in some new stock. One of your issues with working from home and not being given any work to do is you're running out of games to play. That happened to me too for a while. I bought a bunch of games while I was like working from home and didn't have any work assigned to me. And then I ended up like being let go. So, yeah. That's the main reason I started streaming. Was because I wanted to basically play games while I wanted to play more games. But I felt like just playing games for the sake of it was kind of counterintuitive to the fact that I didn't have anything else to do anyway, so I might as well stream it. Was how I looked at it. Though I do still play games for fun. Like I finished my Persona 5 playthrough, which I was doing alongside streaming FM and a few other things as well at the time. Texture packs are fun too. Yeah, I quite enjoyed texture packs. I quite enjoyed being able to customize how the game looked. The only problem with that is that nowadays texture packs and then also modding is very difficult because some texture packs don't have support for certain mod skins or mod packs. So you have to like basically figure it all out as you go along. Alright, we gotta do some ordering here. Order up some of the basic packs as well. Need some of the rare boosters and the basic boosters. And what else do I need? I need some cleanser, and I need some sleeves. Alright, $700 in stock. That's fine. Oh, you wanted to buy some stuff. Sorry, friend. Okay, now what else are we going to get put on the shelf here? Well, we do have a lot of figures that we could probably get with some accessories maybe too. Grab the collection book. These licenses are way too expensive, really. Let's grab some plushies. That'd be 2,100 for those two. Let's see how much the Minstar plush actually is, shall we, before we do that? Figures. These two are quite expensive. This one's very expensive. Nocti. Let's grab the Nocti license, shall we, if we can? And we'll buy them. Oh wow, we can only put 3 of them on the shelf at a time. Damn. We only get 6 of them in the box as well, to be fair. I'll sell this for 75. Let me just grab this box. Oh, not this box. This box. Stick these out on the shelf. Stick these up here. Yeah, let's put these away. $3.75. Nope. 3.75. There we go. $2.45. That looks good. We are only down to 400, but we could actually probably put this up, I think. Well, we can actually go all the way up to Gold Star, which is cards with golden borders, but it also would cost us 300 a day. So I'm going to go up to Silver Legacy. I'm going to lower this to 17.90. We undercut other stores by charging a little bit less per hour, but we always seem to get more actual players in. Alright. Let's pop open the store. Sorry, you probably just heard me drop my phone. This is starting to fill out quite nicely. What I'll probably do now is I'll probably wait for us to get access to the legendaries, so we can get the legendary card packs and then the legendary booster box, and we can stick those up on the shelf as well. Off I go to the meeting of doom. No worries, Anto. Good luck. What was it complaining about? That looks right. That looks okay. Looks fine. One, two, three, 50, 65, 7. There we are. Oh, damn. No, sorry. I don't have that cash on me right now, brother. You may go find yourself a different store if you want to try and sell that. Oh, he's looking for the Minster plushie. Hmm. Playmat Waspo as well. So the Minster plushie is this one. Costs 900. Looking for the Wispo playmat. Wispo playmat. This one, which costs 2,000 to unlock. Is that priced a bit too high? No, I'd say that's about right. That's about right. Might be a little high. Maybe.
down to 50.90. There we go. 5,950. There we go. Now it's being a bit fucky. Okay, we need some more basic booster boxes. Cool. Yeah, we can take that box off the shelf. Get that bad boy out there. How did you get in here? That explains it.
Let's see if this works. Yep, perfect. Okay, once the last of the customers head out today, I'm going to go take a quick break. I'm going to refill my water, grab a few things, and you guys should do that too. I think it's all this. Yeah, it's everyone. Okay, perfect. Then I need to go and do a few things real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Now, back to this. We are going to move straight into, I think, the next day. Assuming my mouse wants to work. Cool. And do we need to buy anything? Probably need to buy some more. Welcome back. No worries. Thanks, Fox. Probably need to grab some more board games, maybe? Let's see. Yeah, I think the one thing we're low on is board games. I suppose I could grab like a storage rack as well, which I probably should do. Let's do my DIY. Let's grab a big warehouse shelf. Does that fit in that corner? I mean, looks like it will. Once all these boxes are out of the way. Cool.
Hey, Reg, you happy now? I have an actual storage rack. Like a big one. Oh, that goes there. I see. Just figuring out what's going where for the moment. I suppose I could stick one of these dices over there. The blue one's mostly full. Looks all good to me. Does actually make you feel better? Good to hear, Red. Good to hear, Red. I can also stick another large one next to it, which, honestly, as much as I would love to be like, oh, bills. So we need to save up to pay this. We need to save up to pay this bill. That or I need to like sell a couple of cards. So the next day is going to be us not buying anything and paying our bills. It's a good thing I noticed that. Otherwise, we probably would have ended up not being able to pay our bills. How much is the bill for today? 2,800. Okay, so we need 2,800. We need a profit of $2,000 today. Then to sell, we need to basically sell everything. Sell a load of things. Get to 2,800. If we can't do that today, then I think we'll more or less be. I don't think it closes. I don't think it forces you to close your store. I could always put out like one of the more expensive cards I have. Like I have a couple pretty expensive duplicates in here. That'll help me get through it. So maybe I'll do that at the end of the day. Just to get a couple of these more expensive cards and see if I can't kind of nip this in the bud. Need a couple more big spenders like this guy coming in. Already halfway there. Not bad. It's only been 2 hours of store being open. He looks like he makes mess to pay for his cancer treatment. Oh yeah, Walter? Yeah, he's a regular here. Turns out, you know, spending all that time in the cabin in the woods by yourself is is a great way to like learn how to play a lot of board games. You know? Oh man, we're out of booster boxes. Oh, nope, wrong cards. There we go. These. We're not going to be able to purchase in any more stock until we pay our bills, so... most of the way there. Okay. It's a big purchase there. That's what we needed. Ooh, there's a big card being sold. Just need a couple big spenders here, maybe like another 200, I think, and we can pay our bill. 1, 2, 25. Oh, missed it. There we go. That's actually it. That's all we needed. Looks like somebody might have finished playing games inside. Alright, we're going to do that right now. Might not have enough money at the end of the day to stock a lot of the shelves, but we can at the very least stock some of them back up again. Oh wow, there's nothing left here. Oh, Jesus. Nope, don't have that money. We need, what was it, 4? Yeah, we need 4 more cards. That's good enough for me. Yeah, we're like low on funds right now. But hey, it's not so bad. Probably be a bit better after everyone here finishes gaming for the night. What do we need? We need blue deck boxes, we need clear sleeves, we need all the board games, we need rare booster boxes, we need epic packs, and we need epic cards. We're good on that. We need a decent amount of stock to restock the shelves. Are you serious? Get the fuck out. Oh. Pay the bills, that's important indeed. We're actually almost getting close to 1,000, which would probably be enough to stock a lot of this shelf. I think. Depending on how long these two have been sitting here, we might get to 1,000. I doubt it, but we'll probably get close. Oh, we got close. We got close. These guys both leaving? Yeah, they are. Alright, we're closed then. We are going to check and see if we have anything here we could stock off of our... Oh, we do. We can put out 2 of these at least. Right, board games. We'll do that first, because those are actually pretty cheap. So we'll get 4 of those. 4 of those. 4 of those. And they make good money. Honestly, they're actually one of the more profitable things we have in the store. And the extras we have obviously can stay here, because we very well might... We'll very well need them. That's that done. Now we need 2 of these, 1 of those, and 1 of those. Leaves us with 150. Honestly, it's a little bit better than I thought we would be. Ah, I'm stuck behind the trash bin. That's good. Right. We don't have any basic card packs, but I think that's fine, honestly. And everything else there I think can wait. I think the blue deck boxes are too expensive for us to bring in anyway. I mean, we could barely afford them, but we're going to be in the red because of the charge for the daily game thing, but it won't be for very long. Yeah, we're less than 100 in the red. Sell a few cards, a few small things, we're good. Hell, someone come in and play. 2 people come in and play the game for 2 hours. I think we're good. You can get the other stuff tomorrow. Yeah, I think now it'll just be a case of we save up and we eventually get to the point where we can buy like the next level of cards and stuff. Did you get any really big spenders in? But it's early. Store's only been open an hour, and we'll probably get enough. We'll get enough money from these 3 groups playing the game to make it back out of the red. Oh yeah, there we go. We're there. We're back in the black. We're good. And we're already back in it. We're already doing well. Oh. Oh, Jesus. No, thank you. It's an expensive card, and I don't have that cash money on me right now. Good lord. Thank you for your sale. What do you want to talk to me about? Oh, it's not an incredibly overpriced card, but you're still charging too much for it, so 91. Walter got introduced to this by Walter Jr. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Walter Jr. was like watching this cartoon, and it was like, oh yeah, there's a real card game, Dad. We should play that together sometime. And Walt's been addicted ever since. In this universe, he doesn't make meth to pay for his cancer treatments. He makes meth to pay for his crippling addiction to what's this called again? Taramon. Makes meth to pay for cardboard crack and math rocks. I mean, probably more realistic than anything else, to be honest. Given some of the prices he'd need to, indeed. It's cost $650. Okay, something there's $650 and it's way too expensive. Oh, I see, yeah. Maybe closer to like 506. That guy bought the Rey Mysterio card at 619. Oh. You managed to sneak through the doors. Oh, mouse is being a bit weird again. There we go. Mouse is fully charged, but for some reason it doesn't like working. Which, you know, fair. Meaning of Doom over. Still have a job because none at the moment can do what I do. But I'm planning to leave. So I'm now training your apprentice. Apparently, I mean, that's something at least, right? You'll have someone to talk to, which might be nice. Oh wow, there's still quite a few people in here playing. I mean, that's some positive, right? It means that you don't need to worry about not having a job for now. Now apply to more jobs. I mean, yeah, that's fair. But at the very least, you currently still have one. It's a positive. Going to worry about not being able to pay for things. At least until you know if you're going to Amazon or not. Hey, Walter. Ooh. Even in a meeting to try to give you corporate BS that's made you want to leave more. I mean, that's fair. But Amazon is probably the most corporate corporation that exists out there, right? They're corporation and incarnate, really. So, you know. Alright, nobody's here. Is there anyone at the counter? There is. Oh my god, the asking price of 4.5 grand? No thank you, don't have that money. Yeah, but actually get to do what I want to do and not work on a team they only moved you to because they didn't want to lay you off. I mean, that's fair. But at least it didn't want to lay you off, right? That's the one positive to look at there. Is that they didn't want to say, okay, we can just get rid of Anto. We don't need him anymore. Right. Oh, there is actually someone here who's still buying things. 10, 15, 20, 35. There you go. And now we will buy in all that stock. Right, is there anything else we should bring in? Shelves look fully stocked. I can throw that guy out there. Need some of that, which we have here. The white dice. Yep. Yeah, that looks all good. That looks all good. Okay. Right. Let's do one more day. And you know what? I am going to... How much is this? 2,000? Even with 300. So I think what I'm going to do at the end of today is... The end of my last day that I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock the legendary packs, and then we're going to open a box of legendaries. And see if there's anything good in there. Made 2 grand today. Good. Pop the store open. Suppose I could grab another one of these. And another one of these, and no, we're good on that one. Did that person get thoroughly? Yeah, and there's no stink. Good. Good. People are lining up already. Big spender. That's our record, I think. 186. That's the popular card shop. A cheese. That's the have 1,500 people play. You got there in the end. Math is hard sometimes. That was odd. Okay, that fixed it. Turning it off and on again, as always. Gotta always try it. Another big sale. Oh wow, we're already out of those, eh? Oh, people keep sneaking in. Hopefully that fixes it. Oh, it's happening again. That's weird. 750.81. Alright, let's unlock this. I'll buy 2 boxes. One will be for the shelf, one will be for me. We'll decide on a dice roll. This guy should go sit down right there, right now. Nice. More extra cash money. Now we're at the end of this day, which means that we are going to see what we can get out of this legendary box. Actually, the amount of money we have, I might open 2 of them. Open up to both of the legendary boxes, and then we will order up a 3rd box for the actual shelf. I must be vastly undercharging on that rare box, I think. Hey, would you look at that? We've actually got a few people in here still playing. We got 4 groups. Not bad. Alright, so yeah, I think I am going to do that. I think I am going to order up another legendary box. This one will be for the shelf. Doing that thing again. There we go. That's the store empty. So now we are closed officially. Let's go ahead and stick fresh deodorantizers in these. And now, before we end the stream, we're going to go ahead and open up these 2 boxes of legendary packs. You guys ready for this? Gonna be a lot of new cards in here. Ooh. Oh. Some nice cards in there. Maybe I should just buy a few boxes, like a few of the massive... Ooh, 10! That's actually kind of a cool looking card. If I picked up just a bunch of like the basic boxes or rare boxes or something, like the big... Ooh, Poseidon Drake. Cute looking card. $40. Very nice. I just like ripped open a bunch of them on stream. Been like, oh yeah, all we're doing today is we're going to have a full... We're going to like not... We're going to pay as much... Ooh, $35.99. We're gonna pay as much. We're gonna pay all of our bills at the end of this day, and we're just gonna rip packs until we have no more money left. See if we can get anything like super expensive out of them. Okay. Not bad. Couple decent cards in there. You're back from naps? How was your nap? Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, 103 Pog. Also, by the way, this artwork reminds me of Okami, of Amaterasu from Okami. Those of you who aren't watching the Let's Play on YouTube, please do. Exclamation mark YouTube. No, there's not an exclamation mark YouTube, though there probably should be. But I like directing people to my Doris because that way you can find other stuff too. This is a Ninetales from Pokemon? Yeah, it's a Ninetales. Like, they're all rip-offs, right? It's all supposed to be, like, legally distinct from Pokemon. It's the whole point, right, Anto? There's also, like, a mod that makes these actually just Pokemon cards. I've had better naps, but the time spent napping is not spent working. Fair. Ooh, 38. Nice. That's a pack that pays for the box. Very good. Nice. Time spent working is time spent not napping. That's also true. We're ripping these new legendary packs to see if there's anything good in these boxes that we picked up. Alright, there hasn't been anything particularly incredible since that 115, but it pays for the box, so happy enough with that, to be honest. And now we have a few more cards out of this box, and then we can move on to the second one. See if we can get one more good pull here, hey? Ooh. Okay, that's a decent pull. It's a decent pull. What I should do at some point is I should actually buy the like little workshop thing that you can get and start selling bulk cards. But it's a lot of work, you know? Well, it's not necessarily a lot of work, but it's a lot of money and it's a lot of space that we don't really have right now. Right, that's one box. There's over 1,000 different cards. There's well over 1,000 different cards. So this is the base, I think. We have 1,452 cards. Which you can collect. So if I do total value here. Or if I do, how do I sort this? So there's Taramon, which is the base pack. There's Destiny, which is under 1,452 cards, and then there's what's that one? Ghost? Hang on. Yeah, so Taramon is the basic set, which is 1,452 cards. Then there's Destiny, which is under 1,452 cards, which is 2,904, I think, if my math is right. And then 80 from that, so 2,984 is the total amount of cards in this. So almost 3,000, and they almost always add some new cards with every update. So every update, there's usually like 3 or 4, maybe upwards of 20 or 30 new cards they add in. Ooh. 31. $13.36. Okay. Meeting back soon. No worries, Red. We'll probably be done by the time you get back. Ooh, 3090. Same graphics card as what Midge uses. 926. Okay. 1096. All right. There's also a 9 duplicate I think I saw in there. Oh, 161. Nice. Blazebore. Or Blazor? Blazor, I'd say. Ooh, okay. Okay. That's a good pack. This box has already been paid for. Let's rip open some more of these bad boys. 242. Okay, dead pack. You've got to remember as well, this total value you see below the pack basically is like if I sold this pack to some random customer, I'd have made nearly double my money because a single pack in this set is $10 to remember. Ooh, I like that card. 3816. Couple duplicates in there with a decent amount of money to them. Ooh, nice. Good pull. Ooh, 2178. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think this pack's been paid for. I should say I think this box has been paid for between all the good packs we had at the start. But one more pull would be nice. Okay, 1691. Okay. Not bad. A couple more unique cards. We're slowly filling up our card collection, if nothing else. Ooh, 3090. There we go again. Not a duplicate though, but it is a card with the same value as one we pulled earlier in this box, I believe. 1209. Okay. That's it. So, let me just restock this shelf here. We will do duplicates. Oh no, that was a duplicate. That's the most expensive duplicate we now have. Some good value in these dupes. Okay, that's all that done. We can bring in some of these, the plain booster packs, plain card sleeves. Now we need this. We need this. We need that. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it there. I have been streaming for a little bit under 4 hours, well, a little bit over 4 hours, and I think I'm going to end it with that because, honestly, I'm feeling okay, but I do feel like I could use a little bit more time. As you can tell, I'm super yawny for some reason. So I'm going to end the YouTube recording there. Thanks YouTube for watching. Make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe, do all that sort of good stuff. And I'll see you for more TCG Simulator in the future. And also the start of our Metaphor ReFantasio playthrough. I'll see you guys then.